Hey, tubers. Happy Friday. That is a Friday tip of the cap. Oh, it's a long ass week. I worked a little bit over the weekend, and nothing crazy, but just not getting that full time away. Like, made this week just seem like it was the longest week ever. But got some fantastic stuff in. First, I've failed to show this in about 2 videos now, but got a care package in from Jeremy Holden. Buddy of mine, fellow PSA collector, sent me the World Series cap. I've had this in my cart probably a couple times, and definitely in my watch list a couple times, just never pulled the trigger, and he hooked it up. So will find its way into that. That's kind of like a Nationals. The top shelf is all Nationals in there for the most part. So it's gonna find its way on display. So I'm pretty excited about that. So thank you, Jeremy. Yeah, I got some good stuff. On football kick though. You know, football's my primary, but I had a lot of baseball lately for sure. And just my eyes are on football. That's what the sport's in season right now. So yeah, that's what's grabbing my eye right now. So here we'll lead off with some Raw. We got the George Kittle from Score Press or Donruss Press Proof out of 50, and that's I don't watch any modern wrestling, but apparently that's some wrestlers fucking move or whatever. But that's what he does on first downs. Pretty cool. I've got most of the non-numbered rainbow of this card, but I'm trying to do just select inserts of Niners and low numbers. So out of 50, a gold one, color match, can't beat that. Also out of 50, and from 2000, that's pretty sweet, Jeff Garcia, Pacific Prism Gold Prism. Not a guy I'll have a ton of cards for, especially inserts or something like that, but can't pass up something like that, right? Oh, look at that thing. That is ridiculous. Beautiful card. Let's save that one for a second. Now I just went on a little refractor kick. Somebody showed one in a Niners group, and you know how that goes. Oh, crap, I need to go searching for cards and stuff like that. Didn't find the one that the guy showed of Merton Hanks, but did find that one from that was a refractor from 96 Chrome. A little flashback to 59 there. That search got me looking at all kinds of players. Didn't find deals that were got me to pull the trigger on too many, but did get a Chipper Jones from Topps. Oh yeah. Eyeballs going bad. Look at that. 96 as well. It says the rookies. Obviously, he was a 91 guy, but he had years of people calling him a rookie or whatever. And then got some 97 finest, 96 finest insert there of Bryant Young. I actually got 2 of those. That was sweet because I only paid like $4 and didn't realize I was buying 2 of them. But this was, I was looking for a Merton Hanks that a guy showed and didn't get those, but got some other ones. Can't beat finest inserts of the 90s. So there's 2 golds with the protector. Lee Woodall, who had an all-pro season for us as a linebacker in the 90s as well. Gold. And then Steve Young gold as well. Good looking card. This one's a little off top to bottom, but sharp enough all the way out. Otherwise, I think it can warrant a 9. So if the prices come back down at some point, I might sub it. Last raw one here. Pretty excited about this. These are not friggin' cheap, but pretty cool. My first Kaboom. George Kittle. And I was surprised. These are a little bit thicker cards. You can, when you look at it, you can kind of tell it's basically two pieces of cardboard stuck together, smashed together. So it's more like a 55 point or something like that, rather than a 35 point. So I don't have a magnetic that size, so I'll get one because I don't think I'm going to grade it. It's just a card that stands alone without it, so there's not really a point to grade it per se. It's not in bad shape, so it should probably get that 9. I'll never assume a 10 on something like this. But what was interesting, and I've noticed this on a lot of them, there's almost like a print line that goes across here at the top. You can kind of see the refractage off of where that line would be. And that was basically on every example I found, not just the Kittles, but a whole lot of other folks. And normally those types of things would scare me away, but it was literally on every one. So I'm not sure why the design was like that, or if that wasn't the goal, but somehow they all ended up so off-center that it happened, even though that wasn't what they were looking for. I don't know, because it looks centered anyway. Now, if that was moved up far enough where that line was the edge of the card, you just have a lot more open hologram space here than you would here, and it wouldn't look right. So that's just kind of the norm for Kabooms apparently, but very cool card. Real happy to have that one. And then let's get into some slabs. The Juice, nice auction win, beautiful 6. Very happy with what I got that on. Got the Michael Irvin. Real popular guy in his day. I do think he's one of the more overrated Hall of Famers. He was a first ballot Hall of Famer. And at that time period, I mean, the Cowboys and the Rings just pushed him so much further, faster than everybody else gets the privilege of, I think. And I'll buy a Hall of Famer all day, but first, I'll buy that he's a Hall of Famer all day, but first ballot and all the things, I don't know. There's a lot of good guys out there. And, you know, when you compare numbers, Jerry Rice, the GOAT, has literally twice the numbers across the board that Michael Irvin has. Let that marinate. I didn't realize there is one baseball in here, and I'm really happy about it. 7.5 1980 Ricky. Now, up close, the corners are kind of, but the centering is pretty nice, and the surface of the card, no snow or anything like that, is really nice. So I guess it's just all a little cardboard scuff on the corners, and that's what's the markdowns. But everything else looks real nice. I've said it before, I don't really like an 8 in a semi-modern card. I don't like the number, but 7 seemed kind of low to me, so I always was just holding out for a 7.5. Finally got one at a fantastic auction price. I got it for barely $10 more than what 7s go for. So I cannot argue with that. Cheap and easy Hall of Fame rookie here. George Connor. A Bears guy. Got the PSA 4. This will seem like it doesn't fit in, but Darius Slay, PSA 10. The pop report on this is like 13 or something like that. Rookie card. He's on the Eagles right now, and he should get I think this will be, if it works out properly, because he has earned it this year, he should get his 5th Pro Bowl nod this year. And there are very few cornerbacks that are continuing to chip away at, you know, building resumes with Pro Bowls and stuff like that, and he's one of the few out there. So a little bit of prospecting, but I don't think it's too much of a reach to say he's got a chance to be, you know, potential all-timer someday. Let's see. save those towards the end, I guess. Got the Mean Joe. Good deal on this 6. Prices are coming back down into the buyer's market, folks. Problem is, not a lot of people have a lot of disposable income this time of year. But if you managed and you did your shopping well, or you already knocked it out or something like that, and you got a couple bucks left, the auctions are doing well. So gotta have a Mean Joe in the collection. One I've always liked, Alan Page, Purple People Eater Extraordinaire. Nice PSA 8 here. Went on to be a lawyer and a judge, a U.S., I want to say circuit judge or something like that. But pretty cool. Just a great looking card. Big smile. Big old purple jersey there. Loving that one. And then the last 2, they just don't come up too often. I'm going to take a sip. We're 11 minutes into it. Don't come up too often, so you got to take the advantage. As soon as they pop up, say, all right, screw the other auctions right now. I got to focus on these 2. Not that I'm going to spend, overspend, but they come up so rarely. If you're looking for them, you got to focus on them. So 2 of the 35 Chickles, picking them back up to put in the collection. Turk Edwards, I think I had this in a 3.5 before, but got me a decent looking 2 here. From the football team. So that is the original, real football set, as it were. We don't have a T206 or any of those types of things. This is the first set that had, well, the Sport Kings had a couple, but this is the first football set. National Chickle from 35. And then Cliff Battles. Also of the football team, but that back then it was the Boston Redskins. 2.5. Not sure what I had this in before. I had it in a 4 or 5. I had some pretty nice ones from 35 Chickle, but just happy to have an example. All-timers, and I only got like 2 or 3 more cards, and then I've got all the pre-war Hall of Fame rookies, because there just ain't that many in football, which is nice. They just weren't making a ton of cards back then. So we have a ton of Hall of Famers in football that just don't have anything that you can collect. But that's what I got for you. Happy Friday. Watching some basketball on the tube. It's almost time for basketball as well, but I'm not giving up on that yet. Niners won in OT against the Bengals. Season was about to be over. Life is good if Jimmy Garoppolo doesn't throw interceptions and things, but he doesn't convince you along the way. You're just nervous the whole friggin' time. Taking years off my life and everything like that. But some good football has been happening. Good overtime game last night. Chiefs and the Chargers. Kind of rooting for the Chargers just because, Chiefs are going to get in the playoffs anyway. Might as well pull for some Chargers. But Travis Kelce does the takeover. You can't be upset about that either. He's going to do what he's going to do. That's a future Hall of Famer, no question about it. So, sports time, good time of the year. Digging it. Bowl games are about to start. Actually, I think there might have been a bowl game tonight. My Terps are playing Virginia Tech in the Pinstripe Bowl in New York on the 29th, so I'm looking forward to that too. But happy holidays. Enjoy your weekend. Till next time, later.